Hello, good evening. My name is Rosanna Jerry Taylor from Beyond the Horizon Travel Agency. Thank you so much for being with us tonight on our bridal series. Today, we are going to be talking with Angeline Pedrosa about wedding themes, how you can choose your wedding themes. And I will show you specifically the ones that Sandals has that is more like an inspiration to you because Sandals doesn't have anything that is custom of cookie cutter package that you will buy. Is just to give you inspirations and you can customize it in any way that you want. So let's welcome Angeline and let's hear from her.
Hi, I'm Angeline Pedrosa. I'm actually a wedding planner and a professional makeup artist. And I'm happy to share a few tips about choosing the ideal wedding theme, whether you're getting married overseas or if you're getting married here. It's important to know how to choose a proper wedding theme. So I'm actually going to share my screen and just show a couple of bullet points as to how to choose the proper wedding theme. Hold on one moment. Okay, so you can see my screen. All right, so how to choose your wedding theme. So you want your wedding to include more trendy decor or things like that. If that's something that you like, that's definitely something you can, but you should also make sure that your wedding theme also always reflects who you are as a couple. So you want to think about things like what were your childhood dreams? Why are you getting married? What are the things you love about each other? What are things that you both love? Things of that nature. So that actually can help you determine your theme. Things like how to choose the right color scheme, what colors you like, consider your personal styles, whether you gravitate towards certain colors, whether you gravitate towards certain styles, like whether it's classic, whether it's modern, whether it's bohemian. Those are things you definitely want to talk to your partner about and see where you come to a common ground and can choose something that represents the both of you as a couple and tells your story as a couple. Another thing is your venue. So wherever you're getting married, look at what the venue offers and how it can inspire um, basically your choice in your wedding theme. Take in consideration the architecture, what the venue has to offer, and work with it. So you want to choose elements, you want to choose decor that's actually going to just really naturally enhance the venue. Another tip that we also have is let the season inspire you as well. So not everyone gets married in spring. So we all know that we have brides every types of season. Seasons are great because they can inspire a lot of decor. So if you're having, whether it's a winter wedding, maybe you want to do winter colors. Even if you're overseas, you can also always give it a flair that will still represent where you're getting married, but also appropriate to the season. That's actually pretty common as well. And also think about dress code. What do you want your guests to wear? If you want something a little bit more casual, then maybe your theme should be a little bit more casual. If you want something to be more formal, then you definitely want the theme of your wedding to represent that formality. And then lastly, always go with who you are. Always go with your personal style. Trends come and go, but your personal style and who you are as a couple it's what brought you together. So you definitely want your wedding to always represent you as a couple, always be season appropriate, and that everything actually looks good with the venue, looks good with the what people are wearing, what you're wearing. Everything should tie in together and be balanced. So those are some of my tips on how to basically choose the right wedding theme for you.
Perfect. Thank you so much for sharing that with us, Angeline. I think those are great tips for our brides. And now I will share my screen and I will share Sandals Resorts. what are their wedding themes that they are offering to you. And it's all based on the beautiful Caribbean. So you will have a beautiful, beautiful wedding on the beach if is that what you would like, or in the gardens. So let me start with my presentation. One is called Inspired by Gold. It's both your ceremony and the reception offer a rush of gold, you with accents of sapphire with white blooms, creating a sophisticated backdrop for your special day. This one is one of my favorites. I love the combination of colors. I love the sea in the back and these little lanterns hanging from the tree. So it's just super romantic. Uh, this this uh, this theme is called "Inspired by the Royals," and it's inspired by the English royalty. That it's obviously a fairy tale for all of us, and it's a combination of flowing blushy foam with blooms of orchids, lavender, and roses. The next slide is gonna be what is called Inspired by White Romance, showcases the vibrancy of the sea against the elegant backdrop. Can you see yourself here getting married in this gazebo with that turquoise water behind you? I think it's just a picture perfect occasion. It's one of my favorites when I'm in Sandals as well. The next slide is gonna be Inspired by the Islands. This is the ideal choice for natural lovers with a stylish side. So you can see here they are using the elements that they have in the island. And the beauty of that is that when you use things that is they belong to the region, to the island, so it's a lot less costly for you, and it still brings a lot of personality to the table of the island. And if this is your personality, it's gonna be showcased here as well. The next slide is Inspired by Gardens. Love is in bloom. Let your love bloom in a garden lush with a greenery and flowers blossoming from aisle to altar. So you see, this is all a green, beautiful garden. And even though it's already beautiful, they enhance those accents with this greenery here. And the combination of the different tones of greens just make it super elegant, simple, just probably like you are. The next slide is gonna be Inspired by Sophistication. Toast your union with a reception featuring an architectural geometric bar that perfectly accents the classic details of the inspiration. We see here the beautiful calla lilies that always are a symbol to elegance for me. And these are all details and accents that just bring the best of the island. It combined with the turquoise waters, it just make it super magical, super. Some people would say it's a little bit plain, but I'll say it's very sophisticated, very elegant. And if that is you, probably this will be some of your inspirations. I just want to let you know that nothing here is this is the way and this is all that we do. No, this is just a sample to inspire you to dream and create your own version. Here, everything can be customized. You can change anything here on this set or in any set that I am presenting you. You just need to, this is to help you to dream and create your own version of everything. So in Sandals, we can always customize to any detail in any way that you want. And the wonderful thing is that you have a department, a wedding department that work with you. And I always highly would say recommend to have a wedding planner working with you as well. If you don't have the time to be communicating with the hotel planning all these beautiful details. So your wedding planner here, like Angeline Pedrosa, she could be the one making your vision a reality, working with the hotel directly. And that way You don't have to worry about your travel details because I will take care of that portion and Angeline will take care of your wedding. So you have a match made in heaven and you just will have a worry-free wedding with everything that you are dreaming or looking for. I'm gonna talk now about the next. This one is inspired by fashion. It's the timeless chic with a contemporary flair. This inspiration is for couples that want to make a fashionable statement. I love your blue shade. For me, this is one of the themes, favorite theme. I love how many colors. It's a super vibrant. It's cheerful. Colors like maybe just orange and red. It's perfect thing for me. This is it's this is called Inspired by the Tropics. Transforms the waterfront canvas of an aquamarine sea with a deep blue sky with brightly colored blooms. The island vibe infuses your reception with vibrant colors. If you're like me, maybe this is the setting that you will go for. It's uh, uh, they are using here the flowers that are natural in the island, so the cost for you is not going to be high because they will be using elements that belong to the island. And this little touch is it just enhance the whole presentation of your table and make that gives that welcoming flavor, that cozy flavor like you are at home. The next thing is gonna be inspired by sea and sand. This is another of my favorites because I love everything that is nautical, ocean, seashells, all of that is I love that. So if you are like that, this definitely, can you see how this presentation is melting with the colors of the water? So it's like you are part of the water, part of the scene, and you can add or take out any detail from this table. It's always according to you and your personality. But here they are bringing all the elements of the sea and the sand to make you be part of that. We have another one that is called Inspired by Nature. And this is an romantic inspiration. It's a carefree, shabby chic meets relaxed romance. Beautifully blending nature with artfully crafted details. You can see these are just like a little seems like a barks, just right, Angeline? Like the tree barks or something like that that they just created. They put it like in,
Yes.
so it's beautiful. And I love also
Mm-hmm.
this presentation, this art.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
Yeah.
pretty and it's
The whole,
beautiful. It's just
mm-hmm.
it invite you to dream. This is
Mm-hmm.
not to tell you, okay, copy this and do exactly like this. No. This is to invite you to dream. Which elements do you like from here? Which elements would you like to take it out? Which elements would you like to add? So this is all your wedding. And your wedding planner is the professional one to help you with this. I help
Exactly.
connect with the hotel. I make the connection between you and the wedding department. But I will highly recommend you to have your wedding planner to help you because sometimes we have the idea of the color. Let's say, for example, I was saying that the previous one is one of my favorites. Let's say I will say, Angelina, I know that my colors are orange and pink. I love those combination of colors, but probably I might not have an idea how to combine, how to present. So there is where the wedding planner and the hotel they can meet and work and say, hey, what about this? We can put these elements, and it's all based
Mm-hmm.
on your budget. If you say my budget for my wedding is $8,000, $15,000, so the hotel and your wedding planner will make sure that all this presentation is based on your budget.
Exactly. Definitely. Yeah. So basically, what wedding planners help do is help design exactly what it is that you envision. So, like Rosanna was saying, hey, I love pinks and oranges and, and yellows, but I have no idea on, how to decorate. That's where the wedding planners come together and they brainstorm and they design something for you, and they present it to the client. And like Rosanna was saying, the benefit of having a wedding planner in the States that can coordinate with a wedding planner overseas helps just save a lot of time, helps also get your vision done without you having to spend numerous amount of time going back and forth, and it can be really overwhelming. So that's why we're here to provide that service for you.
Exactly. We are, Angelina and me, we are teaming doing this series because we feel that we have found the perfect match, that my job with a destination wedding is the travel portion, make sure that you have a worry-free, stress-free travel. And her portion is make sure that you have a worry-free, worry-free, stress-free wedding. So we are just a perfect match. Our desire is for you to like what we do, to get to know us, and maybe you will hire us for your destination wedding. Right now, the weddings for 2022 are pretty much booked because of 2020 has been a big year of COVID, so all the weddings have been postponed. I will say if you're planning a destination wedding, will be great if you start working right now and you can start planning your wedding for 2023, 2022. Just just start early. Don't wait to start planning 6 months before your wedding because you might not find the date or the hotel that you're looking for. I will say minimum start planning your wedding minimum a year ahead. I would say even if you start 18 months, that will be even better because we are talking about pandemic years. We don't know how the pandemic, how long this is going to stay. So the hotels are always going to do the best job, but they are working at lower capacity. So you have to take that in mind when you are planning your wedding. That maybe the date or the season that you're looking for, maybe that hotel is already not viable. Angeline, would you like to say something else before we finish
No,
this?
I think we did a great job on covering everything. But again, just to reiterate, um, uh, basically, you definitely want your wedding theme to reflect you, to reflect your venue, to reflect your surroundings, to reflect the season. So those are all things you definitely want to take into consideration, and not just what's trendy or what's popular, because we all know that things that are trendy and popular, over time can look outdated. So you definitely want something that years from now you're going to look back at and say it felt very personal and felt very genuine to who you are. And just to reiterate, as a wedding planner, I'm here to help facilitate everything for you if you decide on a destination wedding. So instead of vendors and the hotel and the planners basically bombarding you with dozens of emails and questions, this is why a wedding planner in the States can help alleviate a lot of that so that you don't have to worry about any of that and just enjoy the process.
Yeah, and the best thing of that is that you just have one person that is contacting you for your wedding planning or for your travel planning. You don't have to talk with several persons from that hotel or from that wedding department. You just focus on one person that will make sure that all your vision is transparent in your wedding and that all your travel needs are taken care. My specialty is destination weddings, honeymoons, anything romance, celebrations. And I'm here to tell you that I am your advocate. I do not work for the hotel or for the supplier. I work for you. I make sure that you get the best benefits when you work with me, and that the hotel that you are gonna choose to get your wedding is gonna be something that offers you the location that you want and a terrific wedding wedding place. So just make sure that when you're planning your wedding, your destination wedding, contact Angeline and me, and we'll be more than happy to assist you with that. With this, we are finishing this presentation. next next Tuesday, we'll do the next on our series. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. Have a wonderful evening. Bye bye.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye. I have to stop share before I can close. Bye, Angeline. Bye bye.